What is up, guys? Welcome. Crypto FUD. And we are here for this Christmas holiday special, right? Let's check out what's going on the markets today and what's especially going on with our beloved Milady. Eduardo, what's up, brother? You are first today. How's everything going? All right, so just going to give a few minutes, let everybody kind of trickle in. We are starting to stream early today. It's early, a lot earlier than we normally do it, so. So, for Milady, welcome, guys. Welcome, everybody that's coming in. So, just to start things off, obviously, we're going to focus our attention on Milady, but we're also going to be looking at a lot of other altcoins and Bitcoin as well. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys hit that like. Jump in and just hit the like. Make it a custom, right? Yosef, what's up, brother? How are you doing today? All right, so let's go. Let's jump right in. So Milady right now currently sitting at around the 78 mark. You know, right now I've been really just obviously we all have been monitoring the market, right? For Milady particularly, nothing crazy's been going on. It's been actually pretty boring. No price action. We've been kind of just consolidating between, you know, maybe we'll jump up to the 80 mark, 8.1, and then we'll drop down towards the 7.7, 7.8. So nothing really crazy is going on, but what I think's going on, and we're going to get into it, but I think we might have a big move ahead of us. I really do think we might have a big move ahead of us. Right now, the market cap for Milady is sitting at around 57 million, down 1.6%. And the volume, obviously you can tell from there really hasn't been big price movement. The volume is down another 30%, down to $6 million. So this tells me some big things that are going on. And we'll actually cover this on today's live. But right now, just checking out, let's see here. So as far as the holdings, let's see, as of the 20th, which was 2 days ago, looks like the whales really haven't been buying in. Looks like it's pretty much stagnant from what it was at the day before, at around 647 trillion. Investors sitting still around the same at around 112 trillion, and retail literally almost the exact same at around 99 trillion. That's pretty much just comes with the exact same thing that I was getting to with volume. For Milady, volume has been just steadily decreasing. And that's not necessarily a terrible thing. It just means right now a lot of money is flowing in elsewhere other than Milady. A lot of people are buying in on either other projects or maybe they're just holding off on the side. Now, I will say, for the whole crypto market, if you can see on the top of the screen right here, it looks like we are sitting at around 10% up for the 24-hour volume, sitting at around $72 billion. So that also is a big indicator telling us that most likely a lot of people are either investing into Bitcoin or they're grabbing other projects that are possibly moving right now that are fast movers. Retail investors are always going to be moving towards where's the excitement going on, where's the hype, right? You have the long-term investors that are going to be buying in and holding, but the retail investors are going to be the ones that are kind of moving around, and they're really just looking for that excitement, looking for whatever's moving right now, what's pumping. And that's pretty much what I think is going on right now with Milady, but also with the whole crypto market. Like I said, we are up on volume on the whole crypto market about 10%, but we're down on volume for Milady, down 32%, down to $6 million for a 24-hour period. Now, I want to click into, I believe it's Gate.io, and this will kind of give us a little indication on what's going on. And you can see as of yesterday, we were around 17%. We're still close to that, but it's still technically the buys are slowly trickling down and the sells are really still taking over. You can see easily the sell pressure is around 83% and we have the buy pressure somewhere around 16%. So, you know, there's really not a lot going on for Milady right now, but a lot of times, this is what I'm basically getting to, is a lot of times when you see stuff that kind of goes back, into that dormant mode where it's just not a lot going on, those are going to be the ones that are going to explode here soon. Now, how soon? Your guess is as good as mine, but I will tell you the fact that we've been really just consolidating. Looking at this chart, we've really been sitting in the same chart right here, or the same little channel. We can kind of map it out. We've really been sitting in between this channel right here, and there's going to be a breakout eventually. Now, we don't know if it's obviously going to be towards the upside or if it's going to be towards the downside, but a lot's telling me that most likely the only direction we really have to go is most likely going to be towards that upside. So we're going to definitely have to monitor the system, monitor the market, and see exactly what's going on. Bitcoin, if you notice, Bitcoin's really kind of been sitting in a channel itself, really getting rejected at that 44,000 mark, sitting between the 44 and pretty much like the 43, 43.3, 43.4, in between those two charts. So Vaglovius, what's up, man? I hope I pronounced that correctly. I'm still trying to work on that name. And Jen, how are you doing today? Hey, Jen. Welcome, guys. I know I'm starting the stream off relatively early. I know we usually do towards like 6 or 7 o'clock, but I am going out to get some dinner later on. So I didn't want to, instead of having no stream, I wanted to definitely have a stream. I know a lot of people will usually catch us after the fact, right? And if you guys are watching after the fact, I still appreciate it. I really do. Make sure you guys, even after the fact, hit that like. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe. So Jen, Milady's pullbacks, let's see here, are not making me flinch. And that's the same thing for me. Really, honestly, if it's making me flinch, it's making me want to keep adding to my bag. I haven't been adding. I missed this really big drop right here. I don't know when this happened, but it was like probably the 5 minutes that I was not looking at my charts, and it pretty much dropped down towards this 7172, and I completely missed that drop, that's probably what I'm really looking for, is like any kind of movement where we break out of this channel is usually going to be right now for me what I'm adding to my bag. And Jen's asking, who am I going to dinner with? Well, now it's going to be just some family, going to dinner with some family. It's the holidays, man. Gotta make sure you're with the family during this time, right? Go grab some dinner with the family. My daughter is she came home from school yesterday and she's like, I'm not feeling that good. And I was like, oh great. It's always during the holiday season. Always during the holiday season where she's not feeling good, I'm like, great. So, but other than that, you guys can kind of see it in the tone of my voice. It's just like, wow, nothing really is going on with crypto today. Nothing too crazy. Let's look at some of the big movers and see what's going on. Solana did actually top out right under $100 at the 99 mark. Solana has been going crazy. It really has. Solana has been going crazy. I wouldn't doubt that Solana is actually taking a lot of the volume as far as money coming in. It's probably not. I would honestly guess probably half of the money that's going into crypto right now is probably going into either Bitcoin or Solana. It's just how it goes right now. But still shouldn't discourage you, because listen, when's the best time to buy in on a project? Is it when it's up 300%, or when it's down and everybody's forgotten about the project? Not saying that's Milady, but or people are just kind of like writing the project off. To me, that seems to be the best time from like past experiences, is usually buying in whenever everything is like for a certain project where people are just kind of writing it off. At the end of the day, there's things, like I keep saying every day on every stream, just trying to pump that hopium, is there's things you cannot take away from Milady, and the fact that the market cap is so low that this thing is going to easily explode. It's going to easily explode. There's no other way around it. This project in the bull run is going to definitely do some big things, and we're going to see. The question is this going to go up 10x, 20x, 30x, or 100x, right? What is this actually going to do? And I think that's the big thing as far as with Milady particularly. So welcome, guys. Everybody that's just kind of trickling in. I know we are here early. I know some people are probably busy or working and stuff like that. But like I said earlier, I just wanted to have a quick stream and just kind of map out exactly what's going on with the crypto market, and especially Milady. So I appreciate you guys coming here, and make sure you guys hit that like for sure. Make sure you hit that like. Now with Bitcoin, I do want to cover real quick. So we did form this bull flag right here, right? And I thought it was playing out already as of this. I think this was yesterday, where we pretty much bounced up to this 44.4, and I was like, there we go, the bull flag played out. But I was like, in my head, I was like, man, that's pretty early. I was like, we really haven't chopped around. A lot of times you'll see some chopping around in the channel, right? Maybe we'll break out of the channel a little bit, but then we'll easily go right back in. And I was like, holy crap, 44. I was like, I mean, we'll take it. 44.4. This thing's already breaking out, and then it easily, you can see, we'll zoom in, you can see this enormous red candle and brought it right back into the channel, right? And you can see, as far as Bitcoin, look at these small candles. That just means there's not a lot of volume right now. There's just not a lot of volume going on. I honestly, now I kind of retract what I was saying. I wouldn't doubt that Solana and maybe a few other projects are really taking all the volume right now, which is good for them, right? Good for them, because all day we just preach patience, right? And if you have patience, eventually the money's going to come back to Milady. The interest is going to come back to Milady, and the price is going to continue to rise for Milady. Right now, obviously, we had such a crazy run, so we're just in this period where we had a nice cool off. But if you notice this chart, but you notice this channel, it's not a downward channel, it's not an upward, it's just look at it, it's just going flat. We are continuously consolidating in this channel, and eventually it's gonna cause for some kind of a breakout. Now, obviously, we're looking for an upward momentum breakout, but this thing easily could break out and possibly go towards the downside, which honestly wouldn't be a terrible thing, because if you imagine right now, obviously the price is not basically bringing in the buyers yet, right? Where we're at right now, the price still isn't bringing in the buyers. So maybe we need somewhat of a nice retracement to where maybe we bounce at this 6.2 right here. We can drop down, and then the buyers can take over, and we can start making our way back up, something like that. But what I'm getting to is, right now, for me, not a terrible spot for me to be buying in. I've been waiting, because I want to see what the market is. Like I was telling you guys, this drop right here, I would have 100% probably added 50% to my bag, but I missed it, right? I missed it, so I've been watching all day, kind of just looking to see, what are we going to do? If we break out of this channel, even if it's just briefly, I'm going to actually add to my bag, right? And if we are to break out somewhere, if it's towards the downside, that's just going to be a continuous buy for myself, because I'm in a consolidation, accumulation kind of zone, really, is what it is. And I'm sure that's what's going on right now for a lot of people, but it's not enough for us to obviously see the price to start moving up. We're going to need more people to come in. Obviously, we're going to need more people to come in, and a lot of times what's going to happen as far as us being able to bring in the buyers is sometimes we're going to need the price to come down a little bit more for us to come in, because for whatever reason, retail buyers like to buy in when we're on our way up, right? They don't want to buy in when there's pain and they can get a fraction of they can get the same amount of coins at a fraction of the price. They want to buy in when things are high and things continue to move high and the hype is up, which is perfectly fine. That's great, because what we're going to do is we're going to accumulate while the price is down, and we're going to buy in, and we'll sell our Milady to all the retail buyers when they come in, and we're up 10-20x if not more. So it is what it is, right? But that's the name of the game. So let's see here. So Jen saying yes to patience. Patience. It will pay off. I can't tell you how much it will pay off. And Milady's will go higher with an all-time high, and I think it will be soon, and so do I. And OG, how many billions do you need to be a millionaire? 20 billion plus or more? So OG, that's a good question, and that's something we were asking, when this thing was going crazy. That's exactly like the number one question that I was being asked was, how much do you technically need to actually become a millionaire per se, when let's say we get up to the tippity top of wherever Milady's going. And to answer that question, who really knows, right? Because we don't know if Milady's going to go up 10x, 100x, or if it's going to do something like 1000x, right? Because in that case, you can have different amounts and still become a millionaire, right? So if we go up 1,000x, I don't know the math right now, but I would imagine having, up, 20 billion, 20 billion Milady, even if you're not a millionaire, if we go up 1,000x, you're gonna be very wealthy. You're gonna have, your portfolio is gonna be very much in the green. I mean, a lot of people don't comprehend what 1,000x really is. I keep telling you guys, imagine if you have $1,000, which I don't know what 20 billion is, but I would easily guess it's probably around $1,000 probably. But if you have $1,000 and let's say we 1,000x, that $1,000 will be $1 million, right? If we have $1,000 and we 100x, that $1,000 is going to be $100,000, right? So you kind of can do the math on yourself. And really what it is that we don't know exactly what Milady's going to exactly top out at. But I think what we all can come to an agreement is Milady's 100% going to move up. It's going to fly up. It's going to go crazy up. But we don't know exactly where and how much, right? And I think that's the exciting part, is that, Milady has the opportunity to do so much. With the market cap being under $60 million at 57 million, this thing has the potential to fly. It has the potential to fly. It really does. So with that being said, I really just, for me, I also, and I diversify in my projects. So I'm not just holding Milady. I hold a lot of different projects, but for Milady, it's going to be a big investment for myself, because I really do believe that this thing's going to be one of those bigger, larger meme coins whenever we do get into bull market. Now, just looking at the whole market right now, Bitcoin's right now, as of coin market cap, stating that it's around 43,700, Ethereum 2,300, Solana $96, which is insane. Solana's probably the bigger mover. You can see it's up 25% in the last 7 days, the last week. So it really hasn't been hit too hard. It actually just made a new local high. BNB's up, 10% for the 7-day period. XRP is another project that really has been just stagnant, has not been doing anything. It's been really sitting right here at this $33 billion mark, or you can say the 62 cent mark. And what I'm kind of like, I'm looking at something else as I'm looking at that. Did you guys notice that Solana just jumped? Solana jumped. It was down here at around the 8th place like yesterday or the day before. This jumped up to the number 4th per market cap crypto project. Solana just jumped up. It outdid XRP and BNB in like a day, it making that new local high of around $100. It's currently sitting at around $97. That's crazy. Solana is gunning for Ethereum. Do I think that Solana is going to take Ethereum out on this bull run? I think it's going to get close, but I think Ethereum is going to be the king of the crop as far as altcoins for right now, for maybe this next bull run. Now, if they don't continue their growth, you could see other projects possibly come up and dethrone Ethereum. But for right now, you have a market cap of Ethereum right under 300 billion. Solana would have to like 8x from where it's at right now. That means it would have to go even nuts. It would have to go up to around, if you do 8 times 100, that would have to go up to about $800 as far as getting up to Ethereum's market cap. And that's right now, so I don't know if I can see that happening, but we're in crypto, right? Anything can happen in crypto. Anything can happen in crypto. And that's just something that I've learned throughout the years. It's like, don't underestimate anything in crypto, right? Do not underestimate anything. And I'm telling that for Milady, because watch, mark my words, we're going to come back. We already came back and we saw, from us being here from 7 months ago to where we're at right now, Milady's up 200-300%. So just imagine in the next year, when we're deep in 2024, what Milady's actually going to be at. So Adam said he sold his Harley Davidson. Adam, I rode street bikes for a while. I did get in a crash. This was like probably 10 years ago. I got in a crash. And, I've always, the addiction it is whenever you have when you ride a motorcycle. I don't know what it is, but it's that passion of just being on a bike. And what I'm getting to is two things. I'm happy that you sold your Harley Davidson because they're dangerous, right? They're dangerous, but I understand the passion and I respect it, right? But did you sell that Harley Davidson to start making some big purchases on Milady? Because that could you could be making a big move where, I'm not saying put all of it in there, but you buy a big bag and maybe a year down the road you can buy 10 Harley Davidsons, right? Or buy one more and still keep the other all the other profit. So let's see here. So Astra said, LOL, when you invest in a meme coin, you buy cheap and you leave it alone till it booms. No reason to sweat it. Exactly. That's a great point. You buy into a meme coin and you just wait. You got to take the ups and downs. You really do. You got to take the ups and downs. Retail investors can't take the ups and downs. Those are the people that they're not built for making massive amount of money in crypto, and you're never going to see one of those retail investors on a YouTube video or on the news like how they're a new crypto millionaire, right? But the people like you guys remember that Dogecoin millionaire, the guy that like literally took out like $100,000 or $150,000 loan and was just dumping it into crypto. I'm sorry, into Dogecoin particularly. Look him up and listen to a story, and he'll tell you the first year or whatever he was investing, it was rough because think about that. He took all that money out on a loan. One, two, the market, we're already investing, and when the stuff starts to go down, it's like, it's rough, right? It's rough. It's hard to buy in when the project's down and you're down and stuff like that, right? So the fact that this guy was still using, and I don't encourage anybody to go do that. You know what I'm saying? As far as going out and taking a loan or anything like that. But he just so happened to pick the right project, and he took everything and went everything into the project, right? But it paid off because if you guys remember, he was on a couple lives during the SNL and during the tippity top of Dogecoin, and he put in that 150,000 and his portfolio was at like almost $4 million. So just imagine. He went through hell going through all that, investing money that wasn't really technically his, that he had to pay back, but it ended up paying off because he held on, and he just basically held and just waited because he knew eventually it was going to blow, and it did. It paid off for him, right? Now, he did not sell at the top. They were telling him, I remember watching live, Graham Stephan and all those people, he was with them. And he was, they were telling him, they were like, pull your portfolio up. And it was at like $3.6 million. And Graham Stephan was like, sell right now. He's like, you made it. Sell right now. He's like, just sell right now. And you can turn that money into even more. And the guy was like, I'm waiting for $1. And you guys know the story. We went up to, I think, 72 or 78 cents. But then we started retracing, but he did sell. But I think he sold for somewhere around right under $1 million, if I'm not mistaken. So he still made out, he still made a lot of money, but unfortunately he didn't sell at the right time. Hindsight 2020, the momentum was there. I understand, but you guys ever get in that position where you have millions of dollars in your portfolio? Don't get greedy. I'm just telling you now, because there's going to be a couple of people in this chat. Because I see some of you guys telling me what you own as far as Milady. And when you guys do get up there and you have millions of dollars, even though it might not hit your goal, like you want to, have this certain amount, don't get greedy. You know what I'm saying? Just take that profit and move it elsewhere. So let's see here. Oh yeah. So Adam was saying, so I can invest in his money into stocks and crypto. Definitely, bro. Respect. And what's awesome too, Adam, is you can stay safe while you're doing that, right? And then maybe later on, when you're up, you can, maybe buy another bike. All right, so let's see here. So OG, thanks CryptoFud. If we 1000x, I'm buying a house in Vegas. Nice. That's nice. That's where that Dogecoin millionaire bought a house too. Was in Vegas, because that's where Stephen Graham and all those people that all do those podcasts, they all live in Vegas. And that's where the guy bought the Dogecoin millionaire bought the a condo or a house or something like that, just cash. He bought it in Vegas, so that's awesome. So Jen said, going to be a lot of humans left behind. You know what, man? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't force them to drink it, right, Jen? You cannot force them to drink the water. So you know what it is? It is, no, not what it is. It is what it is, right? We're sitting here, we're telling you guys are getting a second chance to buy in. Not you guys, but just anybody that's out there. You're getting a second chance to buy in, at a solid price. We brought that zero back, right? And we're at the 78. We've been trickling down, but we've kind of gotten to a baseline, and the baseline could be where we're just consolidating and we could be getting ready for another run, right? But right now, we have this ample opportunity to really buy in at a fraction of the price that it was just a week ago, right? Just a week ago. Forget the prices that it was a month ago, because we probably won't see those prices again. And if we do, it's going to be short-lived, because people are going to be buying like crazy, right? People are going to be buying like crazy, and it's going to be a real quick thing. I don't see that happening. The fact that we've came down, right? The fact that we've came down and we have been consolidating, and for the last, how long have we been down? So this has been since the 20th. It's been about 2 days, right? That we have been sitting in the same spot where nothing has changed. That tells me that the sellers are pretty much exhausted, but the buyers have not come in. We have not seen any significant buyers. And just like we were saying at the beginning of the stream, the volume for Milady right now is down 32%. That's buying in, buying out. 32% is down. That's just 32% down from yesterday. If you really looked at where it was down from just a week ago, this thing's down like 80% in volume. That means people buying in or selling. It's just really gone stagnant. I'm telling you, a big move's probably going to be coming. We're still above. Oops. What did I hit? No. Just kidding. Let me go. Oh, okay. I see what it is. Sorry about that. I'm sitting here moving my hands around and stuff because I just get so energetic about it, because it's like a passion, right? It's a passion. But what I was saying is we're sitting in this channel, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be a breakout that's on the horizon. Now, we don't know if it's going to be, obviously, like I keep saying, we don't know if it's going to be the up or the down, right? So you kind of have to be prepared. If we move down, I'm sitting here and I'm prepared to buy in more. And if we move up, I'll be very happy that I was buying in this channel. You understand? So it's like a win-win on both cases, because at the end of the day, I'm investing money that I just made profit on from ICP. And I'm just basically, this is money that I have the luxury of just letting it sit there for however long it's going to take. And that's what, and I'm not giving financial advice, but that's usually what the money you should be using for investments is money that you don't need to feed your family, feed your kids, buy your mom a gift or anything like that. It should be money that is just literally going to sit somewhere. So you might as well put it into an investment, right? That's going to maybe bring you some massive gains down the road. That's how I look at it. So let's see here. So Jen said, I think Jasmine's going to run up. Let's look up Jasmine. A couple people have been bringing that up in the chat for the last few days. Jasmine. I can't tell you I know anything about Jasmine. This is one of the projects that I really, obviously I have a fib retracement on here, but I really have not been following Jasmine whatsoever. So with Jasmine, let's see here, a couple things. Obviously, the first thing I'm going to point out is it is above its 200-day moving average, so that's bullish. It did do the confirmation, bounced, right? It's been having a, if you can see from this nice move up, it did have a retracement, but since that retracement, it has been slowly moving towards the upside, and that's usually what you want to see in these projects. When you see projects, unfortunately, like Milady, where they move up real fast, you're going to see sell-offs, because a lot of people were buying in, riding up, and then they started selling off, right? When you see how Jasmine's looking, it's not like a straight up like a roller coaster ride, right? This thing has just been, it's like a hill where it's just slowly moving up. So people that are buying in, they're not going to sell right now because their gains aren't nothing crazy. They might be up, but they're only up 10-15%. So they're going to hold on usually a lot longer because this thing is just slowly moving up, finding a new local high and hitting some retracement, finding a new local high and finding some support, right? So real quick for Jasm, if I was looking at this, as a future investment, I would say we did make that local high somewhere around that 67 mark. So that's going to be your local high. Obviously, it's going to be a spot of some support. But if I was looking for a spot for this is going to be a spot for resistance at the 67. If I'm looking for a spot for some support, the 382 looks juicy. That's going to be at the 59. Anything under that 59 is probably going to be a spot that I would put as like a buy zone. So under the 382 at the 59 and anywhere around that 618 at the 55, right? So the 59 and the 55 would probably be a spot for a solid area that I would probably accumulate, or if I was waiting on the sidelines to buy in, right? Because you can see we've bounced at the 618 multiple times, right? And now it looks like it doesn't even want to bounce down at the 618. It looks like it literally hit this spot right here, right above the 0.5, and from there on it's been kind of moving up. I wouldn't doubt that we have some kind of a small retracement, possibly down to the 382 at the 59. So that's what I was saying. The 59 and the 55 would be somewhere of a buy zone for myself if I was looking into getting into Jasm. So let's see here. So Craig said, let's get it. What's up, my people? Oh, you know what? Happy Friday, guys. Happy Friday. I didn't even realize, I honestly did not realize, because I have been just relaxing all day today, right? It is Friday. This is the Friday right before Christmas. If you guys celebrate Christmas, I hope you guys have a great Christmas. I really do. Or anything else that you guys celebrate for the holidays. And even if you don't celebrate anything, I hope you guys are able to spend some time with your loved ones and your friends and, anybody that you care about. Or if you just want to be alone, but I hope you enjoy yourself is what I'm getting to, right? That's whatever makes you happy. I hope you guys enjoy yourself, because 2024, I have a feeling it's going to be a great year for a lot of us, right? For investments wise, I have a feeling 2024 is going to be really going to be one of those years where, just like 2021 was. 2021, obviously we had, everything that was going on from 2020, all that stuff. I don't even want to mention it because then I could possibly get flagged, but we had all that stuff going on. But investment wise, if you guys were in the market during 2020 and early 2021 and you just held on, towards the second half of 2021 was epic, right? Was epic. A lot of money was made. A lot of money was made. And I have a feeling 2024 is going to be something similar. History always doesn't repeat itself, but it usually rhymes, right? So hopefully we have a good year in 2024. And I hope you guys are all here to just experience it with us all, right? I really do. That's part of the big reason why I bring in the channel is, right now, like today, not much is going on with Milady. Not much is going on with crypto, but I still want to bring the space for everybody to come here. We're all starting to get to know each other and, just be here and really just be here while the market's setting up. Because imagine, you guys know, we got a little dose of it last week when Milady was going crazy. It's good times, right? It's good times. It really is. And I'm just happy to be here with you guys. So let's see here. So where are y'all from? So Craig is Louisiana boy, right? Baton Rouge. All right. I drove through Louisiana a couple times. But Craig, I'm going to let you know, this is a Florida channel right here, bro. We got a lot of Florida people in here. A lot of Florida people. So, but you're from the South. So, and Jen's up in New York. No worries. Jen, what part of New York are you from? What part of New York are you from? Sean saying Florida baby sunshine. Let's see here. Okay, so I have to finish my shopping. Everyone be safe, and I always love the live. I appreciate it, Jen. Thank you so much for being here. And let's see here. So I'm up pretty good on Solana. I bought at $25, shaving profit the whole time. Nice. Yeah, Solana has been one of those big movers where, like we were covering at the beginning of the live. I'm just like blown away. And what I was saying is what's crazy is Solana has been going crazy, right? A lot of the market right now really hasn't been matching what Solana has been doing as far as like just going crazy. But what I'm noticing is like for particular like Milady, the volume's down like crazy, and that's for a lot of projects. But if you can see the whole crypto market is actually up on volume. It's up 10%. And I'm thinking that a lot of money is going into projects like Solana. Bitcoin's dominance hasn't really gone anywhere. It's still at around 51.4. Yesterday it was at 51.3. So Bitcoin really hasn't been doing anything, and you can tell by the price action, it's been kind of just teeter-tottering around the same price. But Solana has gone crazy. Solana has gone crazy in the last few days, and I mean it just continues from the last few months that Solana has just literally gone nuts. You guys can see it. So I wouldn't doubt that a lot of the volume right now, a lot of people, just like what Sean was saying, was that he's in Solana. A lot of people have moved their funds over to Solana. A lot of people are moving into Solana with the hopes that there's a lot of news out there. People are saying, oh, Solana is going to take out Ethereum, which I don't think is going to happen anytime soon. Could it happen down the road? Very possibly, but not anytime soon. Solana's market cap is around $40 billion. Ethereum's market cap somewhere right under $300 million. So there's a big gap away from, as far as market cap for Ethereum and Solana. But, this next bull run could definitely bring some crazy numbers. I think it's possibly, if we were to say Solana was going to take over Ethereum, it would probably be towards the following, not this bull run that's coming up, but maybe the next bull run. If Ethereum can't, stay on its heels and really, keep innovation up. So let's see here. The Goober Solana correction is coming. Yeah. I mean, I say yes, but at the same time, it's like they just got a big correction. When they were moving up, they had these swings. You would call them corrections, right? They were still technically were making higher lows. Like I keep saying, right now, word around town is that Solana is going to take over Ethereum. So you have a lot of people just putting money into Solana. They're just putting money into Solana. So I think that the hype right now for the whole crypto market is behind Solana. So Solana is literally taking majority of the volume of money coming in. A lot of people are selling off on other projects and putting it into Solana. So it's kind of almost like a black hole in the crypto right now that's just taking in everything around it, just taking in all the money that's being put into the crypto right now. Because as I was saying, you can look and see Bitcoin has been just literally sitting in the same channel. It's been sitting in the same channel for the last week. It had nothing. We go up to 44,000 and then it's quickly rejected, right? We drop down to 43,400 and it's not quickly bounces, but it eventually bounces and kind of moves itself back up. That just tells me that there's just not a lot of volume coming in and out of Bitcoin. It's going into places like Solana and maybe a few other projects, but majority of it I would say is probably Solana is what it is. So, good for them. But do I think a correction is probably going to be coming for Solana? Most likely. It's going to hit a spot. Every project does it, where it's going to hit a spot and it's probably going to be around that $100 mark again, where maybe it exceeds $100. Maybe it's $120, where it gets to a certain spot and people are up so much in their profits and they'll start getting cautious, and it'll lead to like one big whale will sell and it'll drop down 10% real fast, and it will be like a trifecta of just people coming in just selling their stuff, with the anticipation that there's going to be a big drop for Solana. So it is what it is. So let's see here. So yeah, I've been sitting on Solana, a bunch of Solana for a while. It's let's see here. It was stagnant and then it popped. Solana was one of those projects that just got beat down, in the early stages of the bear market, and it had a lot of FUD, with the FTX and all that good stuff. So Solana, it was beat down real bad, and it just had so much, going for it before the bear market or during the bear market even. But after that FTX debacle, of them owning so much Solana, it scared so many investors. On top of Solana was, their ecosystem was going down periodically. A lot of they were bots that were basically making transactions on Solana's network because it was a free. If you guys remember, just a year ago, Solana was free to make transactions on, right? So what they were doing was it was like spamware where they were attacking the ecosystem by facilitating millions of transactions all at once, and it was overloading the system, and it would make the system shut down. And that happened multiple times. So you had the FTX, you had all that going on. It basically just drove out a lot of people out of Solana. But the investors stayed on it, and they eventually kind of implemented to where it costs to do transactions, but it's like very small. But for someone to do like millions of transactions, it would cost them a massive amount of money. So it stopped all that crap, right? So everybody that's in right now, thank you so much. Make sure you guys hit the like and hit the subscribe if you're not already. Today is one of those streams where we really don't have nothing crazy going on, right? We're talking about Solana because Solana's been a big mover, but as far as the crypto market, there really hasn't been anything crazy going on. Optimism is moving 33%. I just noticed that. That's pretty cool. Optimism has a pretty good ecosystem as far as a layer 1. But really, there really hasn't been nothing crazy. It looks like layer 1s actually are doing good because you have Arbitrum as well up about 20%. Let's see here. But, you have a lot of projects that were basically pumping last week are all cooling down this week. They're all cooling down, and that obviously is, we're talking about Milady. But look what I saw that is pumping today. Look at this. It looks like Pepe. Oh, Pepe is pumping. Look at that. So Pepe's not going crazy, but it had a nice run from down here. And if you guys can see, I'm glad that we looked at this. So with Pepe, if you look and you can see, what was Pepe doing before this pump? It was just stagnant. It was stagnant. And you can say almost the same thing. It was stagnant right here, and eventually there's going to be some kind of a big move. This one was a move to the downside, right? It still needed to go back into a deeper channel, and it did. But what I'm pointing out is you can see that this thing kind of was just stagnant, sitting in a channel, and eventually it popped and it broke out. And this is what I'm saying. If you look at Milady, it's in the same stages where it's sitting in this channel. If you actually look how fine these candles are getting. They're getting so fine where it's just basically the sellers are exhausted, right? But there's not a lot of volume that's coming in right now, so we're not really doing anything. But I'm telling you, it's on the horizon where we're going to see a pop. Now, we could see something like Pepe where you saw this first channel right here. You saw this first channel where it was consolidating, and it kind of stayed in that channel for about a week, right? And then you see it broke, but it broke to the downside. But it broke to the downside, and it just found another channel. This channel was a little bit better because it pretty much enticed the buyers. It overran the sellers and it enticed the buyers to come in. And eventually, after a few days of chopping in this channel, we had a breakout for Pepe. I'm telling you, it's something similar is going to happen for Milady. We might drop down. Like I keep telling you guys, we might need to drop down to a better price for buyers to come in, right? We might need to drop down to a better price for the sellers to be exhausted. But something is on the horizon because it will not chop like this for long. We will usually sit in this for maybe a week. Maybe sometimes it'll stay in for a little bit longer, but eventually something is going to give. And we're either going to move, it's going to be a pop towards the upside, or we're going to find some support lower down. But that's going to be also a good thing because that's what's going to bring a lot of the investors in. So Sean. So Sean said, look at ALI. You know, I felt like crap. The other day, like 2 days ago, I bought in to ALI. I bought in when it was down here. If you guys can see, I actually made this is my buy box. Whenever you see this purple box on my charts, it's going to be a buy box, right? And I felt like crap. I was thinking about today. I was like, damn it, I didn't tell everybody that was buying in on ALI. Not that you guys need to mimic what I'm doing, but I usually like to just be transparent and kind of tell you guys what I'm doing. So if you do your own research, you can, see if this is something similar to, something you want to do. And I bought in down here, and like Sean was saying, ALI has been having a decent 2 days. It's up 20% from this bottom that I bought in, so I am up on my my investment. You know what's crazy is I was looking at so I bought in on crypto.com, right? Because that's the funds. That's where I sold my my ICP. Bought in, and I bought in a big, a big bag of ALI, and I was looking today. I was up, basically up 20%, and I'm like, wow. I'm looking at the profits, and I was like, I was like looking to see maybe if I should just sell real quick, right? And I go and I look to see what the spread was from what I have as far as how much I have dollar-wise of ALI, and what it would be like if I sell it. And crypto.com was trying to charge me like $150, $200 for the transaction. And I'm like, my God, they just hit me when I sold my ICP. They charged me it was a $300. They charged me $300 to do the transaction. $300 to do the transaction. Now I'm going to, make some profits, and it's like another $150. I'm like, these exchanges are making massive amount of money, and this is just the beginning. Imagine when you guys, I don't know what you guys have your Milady in, but imagine when you guys go to sell, and you have $100,000 or whatever the case is. Just be prepared. I'm sure you're not going to care because you're going to be up like crazy, but be prepared, because these exchanges, they cost a lot if you want to buy and trade on their exchanges. It costs a lot. It really does. It kind of deteriorated me from selling, just because it wasn't like this massive gain that I was making. Like it was a decent amount, but it wasn't like something crazy. And the fact that they were taking 150 out of that profit, I was like, damn, I kind of want to wait, because if it drops down, I was anticipating buying more anyway. But if maybe we do have an explosion move up, you can see the local high is around 3 cents on ALI. If we break up and make a move like that, then I will be more willing to sell, even though they're going to charge me probably double from what I just said. They're going to probably charge me more, but my profits obviously would be a lot higher. So I was like, maybe this is just a sign that I should just hold on, and maybe not sell right now, because I just bought in like 2 days ago. So I'm so used to buying on other exchanges. Like I used to do day trading on Coinbase, and I'm talking about like a big chunk of money, and they would charge me, I would flip out when it was like an $80 charge. Crypto.com is like cracking your head open, with these $300 charges and stuff like that. It's insane. So let's see here. Sorry on that rant, bro, but I was just thinking about that today. I was like, bro, this is ridiculous. Like how much they're really trying to take from us. Iotex, let's see here. Iotex looking bullish. I think we were looking at this the other day. Bounced off the 200-day, made a local high right here at the 7 cent. It looks like it almost wanted to make another 7 cent top. This could be a double top, but not particularly, because we did see this massive drop here. Now, what I do see, I don't know. One thing I do see is it did try to break this exact spot, the 6-7. Multiple times you can see, and it got rejected. So you might be going for maybe some kind of a retracement somewhere, but it does look bullish. It does look bullish as far as where it's sitting. Let's see here if I should drop this fib. Yeah, we'll drop it down to here at basically the 200-day. So you can see this thing's wanting to retrace back towards the 382 at around 5 cents. So I would maybe just hold off if you're not into this project. Maybe looking to buy in. Have some patience. You might be able to get in at a fraction of the price. It looks like the 4.8 right here was a solid spot right under the 382. The 4.8 might be a good spot for some support, and possibly a spot to where you can just buy in or add to your bag. Decent spot right there. Let's see here. So Craig, that's why I wouldn't sell my ladies when it was way up and tried to buy back. It wasn't worth it. Yeah, I know, that stinks. Like, it really does. Like, I understand they have to make money, right? Because they're being able to offer you a platform where you can just basically trade your dollars into whatever project you want to buy, right? 100% understand, and I understand they need to make money, but this is ridiculous. $300 charge is ridiculous. I don't care if I just sold something for 10 grand or whatever the case is. $300 on one transaction is outrageous. That is outrageous. That's outrageous. It really is. They're lucky I made a lot of money on ICP, but they took they took some profit from me. I wasn't too happy. So let's see here. I look at it as I didn't have that money anyway, so just pay the fee and be done with it. No, I did. I paid the fee and I moved on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't gonna let it like deteriorate me from selling on the ICP, but for ALI, just, it wasn't really, like, to be honest, the profits were, I'm trying to think what it was, but I think it was like maybe $600 or $700, and they were trying to get $150 out of it. Excuse me, I just sneezed. Bless me. They were trying to get like $150 out of it, and I could have sworn that the fees were like 3%, but they were trying to charge me like 15+% on the on my profits, but it was 15% on the full what I bought in and my profits, so it just felt like it was a little bit too much, and I just gave them $300 recently, so I was like, you know what, I could have easily sold and made some money, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna wait because this could be a sign that I need to just hold on for longer, right? This thing, probably has a potential, because ALI, going over to ALI particularly. So ALI is a AI project, right? So ALI, particularly, the market cap is at around $80 million. So it's it's a small market cap. So this thing easily, in the bull run, could easily see $1 billion. So that's why I was like, you know what? This is probably a sign that I'll just hold on. I'm just gonna hold on, have those diamond hands, right? Have those diamond hands, because I'm going to do it for Milady. Why not do it for ALI and some of the other projects? I have, I hold on to ADA. I hold on to a few other projects that are long term. So I'm just, that's the thing is, for me, is I'm just going to basically stop trying to time the market and just really just, get in on good prices and just hold. So Vin, what's up, brother? How are you doing today? Thank you for joining. Again, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys have hit that like. Make sure you hit that like. Let's see here. Nice. All right, perfect. All right. Is there any other projects that you guys want to check out? Let me know. He said, "What are you gonna do? We gotta pay to play." Sean, I like the attitude, man. I like the attitude. I really do. Like I said, at the end of the day, I respect, these big exchanges, because they give us a platform to where before these exchanges, you had to swap your stuff, and it was difficult. It was difficult. You had to go through leaps and hoops to get into projects, right? And after, you had to pay fees, right, to get into, to make those swaps. So they make it a lot easier. They do make it a lot easier, but what crypto.com's charging is like Ethereum bull market gas fees is what they're trying to charge. So let's see, O'Brien's okay. So yeah, it's just crazy. But at the end of the day, I understand. Trust me, I pay my dues to be in the crypto market, right? Let's check out a couple things here. So Bitcoin has been just stagnant, right? Bitcoin has been just really hitting that 44 and just getting rejected. It really hasn't been doing too much. I have a feeling Bitcoin is setting up for some kind of a run. I really do. I have a feeling Bitcoin's really setting up for us to really break out into a new pocket. I think it's coming, and when that does happen, a lot of these projects are going to definitely react positively on that. Especially projects like Milady that we saw what's going crazy. They're having a nice cool off. setting up for that next run. Bitcoin jumps up to 45, 46,000. Better be ready, because Milady is going to be making some new local highs. Right now we are about 50% from that local high that we made. You see this? We're about 54%, right? One thing I want to point out, and I showed you guys this before. Look at this green candle right here. Look at this green candle. You guys look at the bottom. So right here at the bottom of this green candle to the top, that candle was a 45% green candle in one move. We're not far. We could easily form one of those candles and be right back to where we're at local highs. So we're not far, so the fact that Milady is just setting up, if it looks like it's found a secure spot to where we're going to probably see a bounce here soon, I would just be very weary as far as anybody that's looking to possibly get out of the project right now, because, and I'm not giving financial advice, but you could be selling right now and get, like Jen was saying earlier, get left behind on this next move, because this move could be any day now. You guys can see in the charts for Bitcoin, it looks like it wants to shoot up. We keep retesting 44,000. Obviously we're getting rejected, but it's going to break that 44, and I think we're going to start just quickly moving towards that 45, 46,000, and possibly towards the 48,000 towards the end of the year, which we only have about a week left, right? The ETF is supposedly going to be getting approved on January the 5th, between January 5th and January 10th, which is pretty much the first and second week of January. So we're only 3 weeks away from that. Think about that, guys. 3 weeks away from that. The crypto market is on the verge of possibly going for a really big run here in the next few weeks. So let's see here. We just got to focus on getting the lady up. Exactly. And it's not going to be pretty much based on us, Sean. It's going to be on new investors coming in. And unfortunately, new investors, what they want to do is they want to buy when the project's on its way up, right? They look and they see Milady right now and they're like, oh, look, it's on its way down. And that's completely incorrect. If you really zoom out, Milady is up. Yes, we did make a top right here and we have retraced, but it's how many projects, we'll look back, how many projects do that where they're on their way up and they find these steep spots. You can see on their way up, they find a spot to retrace and then they go and make a new high. This is Bitcoin, obviously, but I'm just saying a lot of projects are like this where they'll go up and test a spot that they've never been, get rejected, find a spot to retrace. Sometimes it's a dramatic spot where they'll retrace. The smart ones are the people that are buying in and adding to their bag on that retracement because another move is on its way and it's even higher than the last one. So Milady is so young. This was like pretty much its first crazy pump other than when it first started, when it first came out and Elon was posting stuff about it. This is its first natural pump. This thing has so much just ahead of itself. It has so much ahead that we're going to be involved in and we're going to be seeing. So that's why, I keep preaching, I'm not giving out financial advice, but if you're able to, just think about maybe just, adding to your bag or whatever the case may be, because it could play out in the long run for sure. So let's see here. So one more thing before I go. Let's see here. I'm going to flirt with Milady. Nice. And you know what, Sean? I'm going to leave it there, guys. It's Friday. It's 5 o'clock. I hope you guys have a wonderful night tonight with your families, your friends, anybody that you care about, right? We're going to have a Christmas special coming out. We are. And hopefully we're waiting for this market to really go crazy. Obviously, I see when the market's going crazy, we have over 100 people in the stream, right? Right now, today was more of a down day as far as just because there's not a lot going on. But who cares? Because we're here through the thick and through the thin, right? And I appreciate you guys being here. So real quick before we go, remember, we're sitting in this channel. The bottom of the channel is really at that 76, and the top's going to be towards that 83 mark. Obviously, for me, I'm looking for spots. If we break that 76 or lower, that's where I'm just continuing to add to my bag. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. I thank you guys so much. Before you leave, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the like. And anybody that's watching later on, hey, we appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe, okay? Thank you again, guys. Have a great Friday. And I'm not going to say Merry Christmas yet because I'm going to see you guys tomorrow, and we have a few days before Christmas, right? So we'll be back here tomorrow, Saturday stream. Hopefully things are going crazy and we can, we can map it all out together. So other than that, guys, have a wonderful Friday, and you guys be safe out there, okay?